sector. That's where the real money's at.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk. Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk. Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Cool for a cup of coffee right about now.
Only a matter of time before it finishes over. We have everything.
Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk. Ryujin Industries is looking for the young, bright minds of the future. Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back. And hopefully... Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a no one loves brutal. Okay. Back, I see. And hopefully... Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. Good. Best not keep Imogene... Of course. This current floor we're on is the main operations level. It's where the grunt work happens for this department. Research, data entry, more busy work than you can stand. Most of the people here are technicians that report to Yuko, but there's a handful of operatives that report to Imogene.
Special project we're working on for Miss Salzo?
What are you doing? Don't mention that out here. Follow me. Let's talk some more. What is it?
And here we are. Good luck in there. I'll probably see you on your way out.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat. All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? I can appreciate an honest answer. And if you're hired, you'll be making far more than just a few credits. Provided you're successful, of course. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? Something tells me you aren't joking. And I like to think I'm a pretty good judge of character. You may have 0 experience, but leadership skills go far here. How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? You've got some tough competition ahead of you then. Better get those leadership skills ready. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period? Of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
I better do this right.
I got the memo from Imogen to add you to the system. You must have real... Too pissed off to care? That certainly sounds... Anyway, just wanted to...
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he find it?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty. Yeah, I bet you are. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own... No. Believe me, it's either you or me. You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know what...
Maybe I did. Yeah.
Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down. Let's just say, Chen fired me. And now, that's why it's just a matter of time. You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or...
Terra Brew, enjoy a cup. Right now.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. Yes, of course. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake.
Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you receive Neon's privileges of
Make it quick. I have a deadline.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with... Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned that your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention. And we'd like to try you out in it. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations. Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting. It's all very situational. Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to be a trade secret. If others knew and could mimic... Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, you're basically removing obstacles. Really? Well, now let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. The other is sitting...
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing and public relations. Likewise. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you... Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw-up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you. If only pleasure was the word for it. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse. Let's hope your best is good enough.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is. Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea-talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up, which hopefully won't be often. We'll see. We've yet to have an operative. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future...
So, fetching coffee 1 minute, and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department. Yeah, it's always nice to put names to faces. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side. But rest assured, this is a great company. And please do. And see, of course, you'll be forming. Just keep it open.
There's always work to be done. Pace yourself, but make it a fast one. You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for? Then I will remind you that the schedule exists for a reason. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not... No, and since you clearly have bandwidth to spare... Good. Let me give you some background. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic. I need you to locate. Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the discarded item. If you can manage... Contractually, yes, but I'd rather avoid. Normally, I do a good job. This incident is... There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, like, only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are... Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is... Which begs the question. In the natural world, I'd agree, but here... I know what you're thinking, and I am not what... But I also... So I try my best. Think what you... But as much as I dislike the... When you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight. I'm not at liberty to say. I will remind you of another common phrase. Loose lips sink ships. So, be cautious around the office and discuss intel at your peril. We're each assigned shifts to assist operatives, ensuring coverage at all hours. Personally, I like to keep my circadian rhythms intact. Early to rise. Until next time.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job. I can only imagine. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at KeltCorp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. That's up for you to determine. I think there's always more than one. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at KeltCorp get... When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck. hate to be on Miss Olsen's bad side.
Keep moving. The scanners won't hurt you. Cause any trouble, I'll drag you straight.
Can't talk, I've got a deadline coming up.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Clover McKenna at your service. Welcome to Kelpcore. Yeah. I sent along the credits to me father and convinced. As for Sabro and I, we're working closer than ever before. He really is a lovely man. Nice visiting with you.
Got a problem?
I heard. I'm a little busy right now.
Supply
This
chain
war isn't bad,
disruption.
but you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
Well, look who survived their first assignment.
Accessing the Combat Tech database. It's anxiety.
Not a single setback.
I know what you mean.
I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand. Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, one of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an event. We just need you to visit their office first and access. Good. This one. Laredo has their own building, unlike Keltcorp. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds... Now.
Word to the wise.
Meet all sorts in Aquila City.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much
Might
use.
want to steer clear of
I
the
need
stretch.
someplace to put the
Lots of
prototypes through their
crime over
paces.
there.
It stays.
But you know, stretch trash will come
There's
back.
not enough to do around
Lord,
here.
or worse.
Let them. A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yes, Miss Vance.
The UC
Every
can't
gun
be
gets
that
a
bad,
full
can
Laredo
it?
guarantee. Here's what I have in stock.
Talk to Miss Lance if you want to make a purchase.
I don't think we typically allow customers. You lost?
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, either look the part and be persuaded. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get... Just remember, if any...
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done.
Suppose that would explain the brownouts. So, what is going to run? They're going
The Lux condos aren't anything special.
What do you mean there's no one?
If you are looking for spare parts, look elsewhere.
No loitering. Now move it. I don't think there's a shift change going on right now. You looking for something? You certainly aren't my superior officer, so... Sorry. Maybe if we'd worked together in the past, I'd cut you some slack. Or if you were asking to borrow a few credits. But a security keycard? No can do. I thought I made myself clear. I think we can work something out. Here's the card. Just make sure you give it back when you're done.
Hey there. Now we're talking. Not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch. Good. It's time for a change of pace. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. I was hoping you'd feel that way. We much prefer the light touch of conversation to the heavy-handedness of threats when we can. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their Financial Manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity. The Infinity Ltd. rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures. Whenever executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up. Finally, I recommend dressing up. We need absolute discretion on this one. I bet you are. Don't let the...
Can help you?
Came dressed to impress. Well, consider me intrigued. All right, stranger. Let's hear it. Risky, you say? Cheap is a word Quantum Synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched True. Stability is a must. Our hope is that with our guidance, Drexler will create the stability infinity. A surprising conversation. I suppose the old saying, it seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. Thank you for
these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well. You either got great taste. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. However, it does match some of my own. Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider. Look, it was nice meeting, but it sounds like a... See you around.
Yeah, you look strange.
There's always work to be done.
Well, that wasn't too bad. You're a natural. I'm not just saying that. The Astro Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss. Most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give. Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're also, if you ever want an honest opinion, they're honest to a fault. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming. So, I hope you're still... At least this next one will be... Your next assignment is to remind the competitor... Some call it retaliation. Most corporations live and die by public. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profit. Your assignment is to plant an arc device. The arc will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public. Good. All you need. Do your best to make... And good luck.
Collect a space. Hold while we scan your ship. Be advised, you have been identified as a known criminal. Respond, you're on the wanted list. Halt and prepare to be boarded, or we will be forced to open fire. Copy that.
Sure, we get the occasional bar fight, but it's usually pretty quiet around here.
Excuse me! A little desperate here.
You here for commerce? Or no? Some rules. Don't even think about it. No haggling. And I didn't start this way. So now I look... You may be thinking there's lots of customers past. That's what I'm here for.
Hello.
Why did I ever take this job? Why?
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Excuse me.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake.
Hey there. Got an up. Good work. Now I can let Now, on to the next. Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was pretty happy about the results. It won't buy you a new ship, but you earned it. In order to stay on top, the next assignment requires... Good. Luck. Your target is according to the current schematic was sent. You'll find the Trident luxury lines. Remember.
As technicians, we handle threat and post-op.
approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land. Trident Luxury Lines welcomes you. Feel free to dock and talk with our courteous sales representatives. You've arrived at the pinnacle of comfort and luxury. Trident Luxury Lines. You're cleared to dock.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines. Trident.
Let me know if I can be of assistance. Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines, where if you have any questions about our product line or would like to... Now. Unfortunately, all that should speak volumes about the quality of our products. We do not sell ship, and it's not like you would have any use for parts. It's a Trident best-in-class, top-to-bottom. Deimos has fantastic missile batteries. Stroud Eklund's shields are a thing to behold. But what a Trident may lack in those areas, it more than makes up for in style. A cruise on a Trident can be a truly life-changing experience. Of course, it's a point of pride to know my employer's products. It's a character trait that, and if I'm being honest, I have my own dreams of going out there one day. It was my pleasure.
No offense, but, do you belong here?
No funny business? All right.
Yes, yes, it's a singular honor to meet me, I'm sure. What are you doing here? Philippe didn't say I should be expecting someone. This is the very heart of Trident, and we don't... Oh, and it tells jokes, too. Well, I suppose since you're here, enjoy being in the presence of greatness. It's here that I... Oh yes, I am. I am Gladys Coffin, Chief Architect of... If you have any other questions, make it fast. Well, fortunately for me, you're... Oh my. Balancing elegance with the strict engineering requirements of spaceship travel. That's not science. An art I'm particularly skilled at. Am I famous? Listen, if you want to talk about the max safe tonnage of the Astra, or me, I design the future. Oh, why, thank you. Yes, I've recently won my second Grand Nova Award for excellence. It's a great honor, but after receiving so... Yes, I do think I did. I've heard some associates singing the praises. It's some drink or food. You seem to have nothing better to do. Would you care to... Oh, fantastic. In my line of work, one cannot be small. Yes, yes, goodbye.
It is an honor to be part of something so great.
And what have we? Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines. I envy you. Stepping in here for the Have a great day. And what have we? Welcome to Trident. I envy you. Why, of course it is. And obviously. But I die. I'm honored to be the head of marketing and educating the masses about the... I can't think of it. Of course I do. I'm also marketing hope. And so my message to the consumer... Then... back to work.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. That's all we need. Enjoy.
Keep moving. The scanners won't hurt you.
Full of a chair and lavatory. No customer. Bienvenue. Oh, this is my place. Deux. Finally, someone who listens. So, what? Of course. À tout à l'heure. What can I get you? If you see anything you like. Maybe you'd like to try. All you have to do. I hope you aren't yet made a fresh mix of it.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. Greetings, Captain.
Behave yourself.
Yes, yes, it's a singular honor to meet me. Rest assured. I see. Hand it over, please. Huh. So this is the I shall see if it lives... Well, it seems you've done what I asked of you. I'm sure having the privilege to run... Now, run along, please. Whatever you say. Trident has been back to crafting the future.
This is where... the magic happens.
No offense, but do you belong here?
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. All right, we're done.
Just the person I wanted. And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can... I've upgraded your security level so you can access the exec... Tell her assistant Maeve, you have an...
This could be the most important meeting of my career. If you need to make an appointment with Miss Chen or Miss Imada, please speak to my colleague Maeve.
My career will be over.
Stressful experience of my life.
Can I help you? I have work to do, so if you don't need... Name an appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just... Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Oh, one more thing. You know, if they aren't
Don't cause
willing,
any trouble.
that leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting. I've got my eye on you.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do, and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments, and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. Good. Then you shouldn't have any trouble. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them. Oh, you'll get the information if you want to. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it? You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Well, that wasn't too bad for your She does, doesn't she? You caught her in a good mood. Let me know if you have any questions regarding your assignment. And enjoy your time in Sidonia. It's certainly no Neon. I worked with Simon a lot in my time as a field op. He's a perpetually grumpy man, but I think he just likes to keep his distance. Getting close to people isn't a luxury he can afford in his line of work, much like ours. Only that it's vastly different than Neon. There's not glitz and glam where Sidonia is concerned. And don't worry about it being in UC territory. Simon's smart, so any physical information he may hand off to you won't set off any alarms. Just make sure your ship is clean before reaching Mars orbit. Remember, Aurora is illegal there, so if you have any on you, it needs to stay here. For you? No, only Ularu calls me that, and it's not up for negotiation.
Stay away from the...
How's it going? Can I help you? Yo, hey. I'm Manaki. Feel... Cool. That's what... Come back anytime.
If you're going to use the elevators or stairs,
January 1st, roommate lovers have to wait along 11 months until their next fix. The petition has reached 100,000.
Hey, you buy from me, maybe I can give you the same disc. Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colony. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little... But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So, please, browse my... Ah, yes, it is the accent. I have been asked this before. Do not worry. From a very young age, I spent most of my life among the stars, aboard one ship or another. Because of this, the way I speak sounds strange to some, but that is the price. Take a look. See you later, friendo.
Sidonia, what a dump. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are... You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes, but that is why Glad you see reason. As you may guess, being an I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like... If you take her out and bring me... Liskova has a sentimental attachment. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency to backfire or jam. On top of that, she's a freelance mercenary. Used to work for Inception, but she likes her independence. She specializes in killing for the right price. So before you get any second... You're doing me a tremendous... Malai's ship is called the Datura. And like I said, you can find her... Just remember...
That's about enough. State your business or I open fire. That's more like it. So... So, why haven't you opened... For killing me? Yeah, right. You know, I'd never... All right. You can have Emperor. You have my word. You won't be on... entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Look who survived the devil hurt. So, that lying she-devil? I've been looking over my shoulder for the past 5 years now. A world with... It's strange. Perhaps I've been running so long. You know... Yes, let's. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project... I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download... Nice doing business.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. He's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion. Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
Oh, I swear the next gobshite miner who walks in here fancying me for lack of better options is gonna need enhanced to put their face back together.
Let me guess. Well, that's a relief. Sorry. I know it's my job to help people. I'm Dr. Flynn.
Well, you're not missing a... See you around.
Yes?
keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity Ltd prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name. Meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this. Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. I suppose, since we're trusting you in this investigation, I can give you some details. Project Dominion is our latest advancement in neuroamp technology. Our current neuroamps are all external devices, but Project Dominion would be the first surgically implanted internal neuroamp on the market. The project itself was nearing completion, which is why exposing the mole is of utmost importance. We can't allow any more research to fall into their hands. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our chief security officer. You've brought an enormous security violation to our... And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity.
Ever run into spaces?
Good. You're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity LT. A mole within the company means a failing. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. It's certainly a failing. But Directive Theta has one unique. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her. But we don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security... If you get caught, the guards will follow standard, provided you don't provoke. These are your fellow employees. We want at least one of us in. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding cap. I'm glad I don't have to You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
I've got my eye on you.
This place always has just the right atmosphere. You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this. Oh yeah, Dalton's... I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not. It is a really nice amount of... Maybe we can work some... not buying it. Now pay up. A pleasure. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ularu Chen's computer, and once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption... It's nice to see you know more than just... Here's the slate. Oh. So, you made it. Guess Ryujin security really is just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the now, I'll take that program. The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to... You do that. Here's the slate.
I assume you were successful. I didn't get any incident reports last night, so I applaud your work. I expected as much. Now, let's see what we have here. I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. Well, the motive could be anything. Credits, grudges. Either that, or she's hiding. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. As much as I'd like you to subdue, she knows what fate lies ahead for them. Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth
Imogene? I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding dust. I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know? Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing. Your guess is as good as mine. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job. Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin, Bayu, and the Syndicate is... Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama Mike gets. Good luck finding Imogene. Oh.
No Imogene, I see. Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky... Bayu owns the Sioka Syndicate. For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a... Good. Because without it, head over to the trade tower and be discreet. He may ask for credits, or even... You're right. If he asks for anything, tell him I'll guarantee to... Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it. Imogene has the potential to do this company up. She knows the consequences of betraying. If the situation does take a turn for the worst, I only ask that... I trust you won't let your...
You know I went to chef school.
don't recall sending for anyone. No. You can always... So, what would be the reason? I mean... As long as it doesn't involve the Syndicate member... I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in... And what mutual benefit? I think we can work something out. All right. You talk a good game. Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be fair warning. The Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but... I'll just say...
Hope you're a paying customer. Can I help you? Just the usual. Oh, you're the one getting special treatment. Huh. I've got one rule for you in there. Third floor is off. It ain't a threat if it... Don't worry. She wouldn't... For the record, I'm only granting you access. You'll find that young lady. Just remember to keep your eyes on...
I need a drink.
I'm watching you. Back off.
No funny business.
Figured our paths would cross sooner or later. Not that I thought I was safe, but I never expected anyone to just slip by all the Syndicate here. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. Yes and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay? I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally. Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off. Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions? That's what makes it dangerous. No one would believe it. So, if Ryujin keeps this tech a secret, suddenly every deal, every legal matter, every little thing is going to go their way. Yes, it's what the technology does, and it explains why the evidence against me is so solid. Come to think of it, it also explains a few strange bouts of disorientation I've been having the past few months. I know it doesn't look good, but that's exactly why I've been gathering my own evidence. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind the desk for years now. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. Nix's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her... I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his... I can't do that. The moment I step in that building, Dalton will lock me up. Of course you do. Look. If you just bring this slate to Dalton, I'm sure he'll... It's your choice. Do you want the truth? I was hoping you would. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run. And I know you don't hear it much.
Try anything, you're dead.
And Joss, where do you think you're You must be crazy. Yeah. Now get out of my face.
I'm watching you.
Gangs think they run this.
Well, look who's back. So tell me, what did you find out? I had a feeling you'd say that. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back to me sooner or later. Let's just hope when this is all over, that you and I are still standing.
Is there something I can help? Excuse me? Let me just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention... And just where is this absurd... Are you serious? Jeannie's too smart. It sounds like you're only here to waste my time. Now that sounds more like a proposition. Fine. Since it's... I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. That depends on how you define... You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than... Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike? Of course not. You'd eliminate the threat before it had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized what it was capable of. It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. It was never my intent, but when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the... It had to be her. Oh, I'm no traitor to Ryujin. I'm the one that's going to keep this company on top for decades to come. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? That would be my side. I can see to it that you'll not only get a raise, but a substantial bonus, should all things go my way. And since we're working together, I'll take that so-called evidence off your hands. You lied to me? Now, this... Go ahead. I guarantee any evidence you have. I've created the perfect escape. It'd be your word against mine. We'll see about that. I'm disappointed in you, Op. I never thought you'd take the weaker side. If you chose Masako over some moral obligation, you're in the wrong.
Don't cause any trouble.
You're back. So you did find her, and yet failed to bring her in. I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate herself. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence, it will be a relief to read. Now, I need to undertake... In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence. Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge. I believe her plans rely heavily. Once I've examined this evidence, I may... And not a word about this to anyone.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I need that Rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by... something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back. Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time, we don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics. So, our top priority, let me introduce you to Vina Kalra.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is... The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification, designed to protect the user against other neuroamp... Oh yeah, marketing and finance wouldn't have it any other way.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Vina can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you... We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection. You're a Ryujin employee, and we've trusted you this far, so... We expect our employees to do whatever. Consider this an opportunity, not a risk. As long as you work for us, I'm sure I don't have to remind you.
You really don't have anything to worry about. The procedure is... The final kink in both designs was finding compatible material. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires...
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated... Correct. The updates have been regular up until now.
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and I want to know what happened.
The mining station is CM Station RC1. The shipment should be in the This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can...
Let's hope for the best. Of course, but our technicians don't have... We like to keep them limited. Consolidated Mining is one of the oldest and most trusted, as their name may suggest. They grew their business on... I was elected CEO when my predecessor... He was jeopardizing our relationships with both the Freestar Collective... In an ideal world, yes. Unraveling the complex relation...
Gala at the New Atlantis Freestar Embassy. That'd be a good way to gather intel.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Ryujin, certainly. I'm just the courier.
I am
I understand
satisfied
that.
to
I'm
see
not
that
blaming
you
you directly.
survived your most recent
Dr. Salvato,
sleep
how long
cycle.
have you been here? And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
Anything I can help you with?
This is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Thank you, Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties. Welcome to the clinic. I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief of... Are you? Because I don't... We have a particular focus on astrovirology here. We have an excellent track record that... Whatever business you may be here... I am, yes. I took over from Dr. While the clinic does occasionally take on research projects, I'm afraid that information is confidential, and the clinic has occasionally been faced with unique situations. Certainly. There are hundreds, if not any one of those worlds. Someone has to try and stay ahead of... If we do it right, no, not... Ironically, this may... Would you now? Well, I suppose the more data we have about what's out there in the settled system, I suppose we could... We keep a database of known alien sedatives, but more data points are always welcome. All right, then. There's certainly no short. So you do. Thank you.
Thanks for delivering critical supplies would be nice to hear once in a while. I hate this thing. Can't ever get here fast enough.
This area's off limits. Authorized. Yeah, I bet you do. I'm gonna pretend I did. I'm starting to think... Fine, I'll issue...
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way. Now please, get back to Kai. Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Fine. But if we lose Kai, that's it. I'm going to SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career anymore.
You and me both.
I'll never get out of this.
This damn contract will be the death of me. Excuse me, but this is a... your timing could be better. I'll just take a moment to check up on...
you need help, you should speak to Sean.
Are you lost? We don't permit visitors in this wing.
I'm not ruining my career.
What? You had a chance to talk to Dr. Cassidy. You know, just by breathing the air in here, you are being exposed to about a dozen different viruses.
Are you the courier? You're not really supposed to be. Well, then you won't have doubt. But, well, if you could just do your best, and if you need anything. Stay healthy.
Need to make sure those files are backed up.
Evening, sir.
Whatever you do, don't let anyone in here sneeze on you. That happens.
Please leave. I'd like to recover in peace.
Hey there!
Well, at least it can't get any worse.
If they haven't rushed me back, means it can't be that bad.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Hey there.
Nice to catch you.
Is that my beautiful You were right about this one. Looks like it. Now, I shall excuse myself and get...
So, what did you learn about... Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect their office. Were there any Seeking Ecliptic on a station with nothing but mine? Corporations can sink low. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at... I figured it was related. And were you able... So, it sounds like Lucas has reached on... I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trial. And, with the Rothicite secure, head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. I've called a meeting.
It's good to see you again.
Can't get anything done.
right on time. I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I... Yes. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, for now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole. It's a means to an end. We'll make sure Imogene is properly... Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide... You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So, if... Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly deflected any suspicion. Now...
If only there were more hours in the day.
You're looking interesting today.
We called you all together to discuss... We discovered a mole within the company.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed.
Before you speculate any further, no. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the...
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility. This is a huge failing.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget.
Of course. Thanks to another. Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity. I have it on good authority, the experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of...
I can't imagine the mess their legal department...
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the cannon.
I hope you're ready for... And that's precise. Vina will be waiting for you in the near... Once you're done...
You better get down to R&D before Masako. Are you I hope I'm not the only... It's a shame about Imogene. I believe you have an appointment with Dr. Kalra.
My company's future might be riding on this.
Double-check those measurements.
Here, dehydrated. I suggest
Here's my lucky candidate. Yes, I always... Now, just a few details before we begin. I'll be making a small incision in the back. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no...
Did I not just say?
You know I'm just giving you... Besides, I've got to make sure... Of course. We've got, what, 5?
6, but...
All I'm saying is that... Now, just lie down... All right, let's get this party started. Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good. That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal. First, you can only influence one, and second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being here. It's probably... Just head up the stairs near... Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. I'll take that as a no on the side effects.
Yeah, Toy, it really was fascinating. It's truly remarkable. When it comes to your job, besides, if a subject's morals or... That being said, it's been interesting.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details, it sounds like you have an assignment to complete.
Hang around too long, and Vina will try to... This deal could be
Good, you're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time. We're sending you into Infinity. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exact... No, death is too good for our enemy. We prefer to teach them hard lessons and give them the rest of their lives to All right. Yuko has provided a layout. You have two options for this assignment. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned... Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire... Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you... As long as you're prepared. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find your... From there, you have... First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
You'll only have free range on the marketing floor. Infinity may be cheap, but they know at least some level of security. That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's...
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to... We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials. But I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time... Exactly. And now we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from a... Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter. Once that pressure becomes too much, Simon was able to get a pass. I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment, the only thing you're out there to... We're also issuing you. It should help reduce their ability. These suits are typically reserved for the scene. And that's what we're hoping for.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the... If he asks questions, SSNN is... It certainly will. So, Good luck, and be sure to report directly...
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access. So that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up.
This could be the most important meeting of my career. I hate waiting. It's just more time without...
you have the program? With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity LTD network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove. Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, without that falsified evidence, I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast. Anticipate. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program.
If you don't, there's a bit more in the back. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
trace physiological and neurological readings I'm able to pick up from you are unprecedented. You really are something. Listen, I know you didn't have to tell us everything about the artifacts. We won't let this knowledge go to waste. Make yourself at home. I think you already know where everything is. Even the trace physiological and neurological readings I'm able to pick up from you are unprecedented. You really are something. Listen, I know you didn't have to tell me.
Selling art is a bit of an art
If it belongs on your ship, then... Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
That's why I bought the bottle of Pinot Noir.
Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.